Hello from Canada, February 2nd. So I see in the comments, and not just on my channel, that some people perceive Canada as being sort of the test bed of the WEF, the World Economic Forum's plans to enslave all of us useless eaters. I would say that that's not the case. I think the guinea pig, the test bed, was Sri Lanka. The panda, forgive me, censorship, over the last 3 years, closed their tourism industry, which was like half of their income. The other half was from agriculture. They were exporters. And following the nitrogen fertilizer reduction, their crop production fell by 85%, moving them from an exporter of food to an importer. So their two biggest sources of income gone. Their economy collapsed completely. They couldn't, they couldn't buy anything. Nobody gave them any credit. They ran out of fuel, food, medicine, the whole bit. Long short of it, to come to what happened in the end, they were bailed out by the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, which is just a subdivision and a department of the World Economic Forum. You can check that if you want to by just going to the people who run both outfits, the WEF and the IMF, and you'll see the same names and faces, a lot of overlap going on there. And I know I've covered this before, but bear with me for a moment. I just got to summate with Sri Lanka. The IMF takes over the government while they elect in and they have a new government. But as long as the money's owed to the IMF, whatever government is voted in, be it left, right, middle, black or white, green or yellow, has to follow the IMF's dictates. So, long short of it, in my opinion, the WEF owns Sri Lanka. Now, to come to Canada, if you were to consider this a game, what would be your most coveted target in the world? Well, you want a big continent with a good infrastructure, a lot of resources. A smaller population is easier to manage. And that pretty well sums it up, right? So where does that leave you? Looking at Africa? I'm sorry, it's been decimated, it's been harvested already. Australia looks good, but they simply don't have the resources that Canada does. I mean, Canada has a great infrastructure. We've got nuclear power, we've got roads, we've got hydro. Refining facilities, it's all here, as well as a wealth of mineral resources, food, land, timber, water. Really, we've got it all. So could there be a more coveted target? When we move into South America, the infrastructure is not there. It's vast tracts of land, and there are mineral resources and other resources, but really there's no comparison to Canada. So when you say that Canada is a test bed, no, it's not a test bed. It's their first big strike. And, as Daddy Klaus Schwab from the World Economic Forum has bragged, Trudeau and more than half of his cabinet are WEF members, graduates of the Young Global Leaders Program. Her Vice Prime Minister, Minister of Finance, sits on the board of directors at the World Economic Forum. Yeah, and yet some people have managed to, over the last 3 years, that anything's happening is just not happening. I'll leave this video here. Let me know what you think in the comments.